Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW Fyter Fest post-show review. Fyter Fest was excellent tonight. We are building towards All in Texas pay-per-view, which is going to be a fantastic event. Tony is in the ring to introduce Will Ospreay for an interview. Ospreay says he's embarrassed. He and Swerve have been friends for a long time, and trying to get him and Hanger on the same page isn't one of his smartest ideas, but he can't help but think that the enemy here is Jon Moxley. If Jon doesn't like what AEW has become, he can off then, because the company is full of talent and the only reason AEW sucks right now is because he's the world champion. If Swerve wants to keep Page away from the title, he can't have that. He speaks directly to Shane and says he loves him, and so he's calling him out for next week. CAU comes out. Lio Rush says Ospreay is a true Brit. He loves it, and it's good that the crowd loves it. He has some pent-up anger and something to prove. Ospreay says he'd love to help him work that anger out. He'll see him in the ring on Collision tonight, and he'll see Swerve next week. First match of the night is Jon Moxley versus Mark Briscoe. Collar and elbow, struggling around the ring. Mark gets a sleeper hold. Moxley shrugs him off. Big throat thrust, chops, a headbutt, off the ropes. Ace Crusher in the ropes sends Moxley to the floor. Mark comes up bleeding and Moxley takes him against the barricade. Marina Shafir runs interference and Wheeler puts Briscoe into the post. Paradigm shift reversed to a lariat. Froggy Bow countered into a sleeper hold. Mark hits a J-Driller, so close, Mark sits up but Jon slides right over and into the Bulldog choke. Taking Briscoe's back, Mark gets to his feet. Moxley shifts his grip, sleeper hold. Jon Moxley wins by referee stoppage with a sleeper hold. Next, Julia Hart Skye Blue versus Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm. Mercedes is on commentary at ringside eating a steak. Shirakawa and Blue to start, feeling out, Storm tags in, double team elbows, Mina planted with a double team. Storm lighting Blue up, Mina fights off Julia. Trading off hip attacks, Mina and Toni wins by submission. Will Ospreay is interviewed backstage but MJF interrupts. MJF warns him to stay out of Hangman and Swerve's business because if Adam Page wins the title, well, Will can't beat him, so he'll never win the title. MJF asks him how his son's doing and Will loses it. MVP rolls up to rescue MJF and suddenly the rest of the Hurt Syndicate is there, too. Bobby Lashley has a long moment with Ospreay. Hurt Syndicate make their entrance. MVP says he's standing here with the best tag team in the history of the sport. So if this is where the best wrestle, where are the best tag teams? Now that the business is done, show respect to the young genius, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. MJF says he'd appreciate silence while he's speaking. Apparently the country of Mexico believes that their top guy is Mystico, but that can't be right because he's the best wrestler in the world. Next week he's gonna watch Mystico's match, and maybe he'll deem him worthy to wrestle him at Grand Slam Mexico. Enter Komander, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey. Knight says they want to fight the Hurt Syndicate tonight. MVP says they haven't earned it. They should impress them by earning it. Next is Jet Speed and Komander versus LFI. Rush starts against Knight. Triple dropkick on Speedball. Komander cleaning house. DDT on Dralistico. Beast with a pop-up Samoan drop. Dralistico springboards with a wicked crucifix driver. Komander dives on Dralistico and Rush. Kevin off the top. Jet Speed and Komander win by pinfall with the UFO splash. Jet Speed and Komander versus Hurt Syndicate is set for next week. Patriarchy are interviewed backstage. Christian rants about Nick Super Jr.'s performance, saying he didn't win, but he's going to be defending his title. Next is Brody versus Claudio versus Omega versus Mascara Dorado for International Championship. Claudio sent to the floor. Omega and Dorado work together to cut King down. Dorado dives off the barricade. King catches him and powerbombs him into Claudio. Swiss Death can't keep Brody down. Swiss Doomsday device connects. V-trigger on Dorado. One for Claudio, 2. Gotch lift. Neutralizer on King, but Omega breaks IT up. Mascara shooting star press to the floor takes Claudio out. Space flying tiger drop takes Brody out. Electric chair. One-winged angel does IT. Kenny Omega wins by pinfall with one-winged angel on Dorado. Okada comes to the ring for a stare down with Omega that quickly breaks out into a brawl. Kenny gets the better of him and gets him up in the electric chair, but Okada scrambles away. Ricochet cuts a promo backstage. You'll see him looking for people who will do everything to make sure his quest for gold becomes a reality. Next is Lio Rush versus Will Ospreay. Rush bails, ducking and running, but finally Ospreay gets hands on him. Ospreay follows out after him and gets laid out. Lio with a springboard ace crusher. Oscutter, so close. Rush counters into a tornado DDT. Frog splash. Will kicks out. Will Ospreay wins by pinfall with a Styles Clash. Post-match, Andretti jumps Will and puts boots to him. Hangman makes the save. Hanger helps Will to his feet. Adam gets on the microphone. He says if Will's gonna have his back, he'll have his. He will never need nor will he ever accept help from Swerve. But all in Texas will be his night, and it will be a night for all of us. Moxley slides in the ring. Marina, Yuta, and Claudio all surround the ring. Ospreay returns with chairs to make a stand with Hanger. Next is Atlantis Jr. and Templario versus FTR. Very good tag match. FTR heel run is getting better and better. Shadow Machine countered. Bridging pin. Still no. FTR win by pinfall. Cash countering a suplex into a crossbody on Templario. Big Stoke gets in the ring and says FTR is the winningest tag team in the company. Dax grabs the mic, but the crowd won't shut up, so he refuses to speak. Next is Don Callis family in action against Bandito and the Outrunners. Callis family dominates the match mostly. Don Callis family win by pinfall with a brainbuster from Fletcher on one of the Outrunners. Backstage, Penelope and Megan Bayne cutting a promo on how Anna Jay should have backed down after what happened to her, but then the camera pans down and they're in mid-beatdown on Anna. Megan puts Anna with an F5. Tay Mello is back and she makes the save for her old pal Anna Jay. Next is AR Fox versus Lee Johnson versus Nick Wayne versus Guevara for TV title. AR with a pump kick, twisting brainbuster connects. Wayne has the knees up, kick connects. Nick Wayne wins by pinfall with a fisherman buster on Fox, retaining the title. Next is the debut of Thekla against Lady Frost. Thekla drops her with a vicious elbow. Spider walking backwards, she charges in with a spear. Scissor armbar applied. Thekla wins by submission with the death trap. Tony Khan's announcement is that Okada vs. Omega title for title is officially set for All in Texas, and they'll have a contract signing next week. It's main event time. Garcia and Paragon vs. Callis family. What a good main event. Adam laying elbows in on Trent. Panama Sunrise countered. Rocky tags in. Alexander pulls Garcia out. Adam with a super kick for Archer 2. Garcia and Paragon win by pinfall with the running knee. That's the show, folks. Please guys, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.